Hi guys, Drew here, back with another Growlers recap as usual. And the Growlers lose in this one, but I don't even think that's the main part of this game, guys. That first period, man, that first period. But before we talk about that crazy first period, I'll mention on the goals. Zach O'Brien getting the first goal of the game for the Growlers. He gets his fourth of the season. Isaac Johnson getting his eighth of the season. He was pretty excited to get that one. I believe that was on the 5-on-3. And then Ty Watt getting his first pro goal in this game. Pretty good goal from Watt. I mean, he's played really well since I saw him play. Definitely gonna be an NHL player one day, I'll tell you that much. But the Growls do lose 6-3. The loss sounds like a big loss, but it wasn't really this big of a loss. I mean, in classic James MNE fashion, cost us the game. He took a 2-minute penalty with about 6 minutes left, and Maine scores. And thanks, James. Thanks for that assist. But I mean, that's James MNE for you. But I mean, it was 4-3, and then the Grouse pulled their goalie. Maine scores 5-3, pull their goalie again, then 6-3. So that it wasn't that big of a loss, honestly. Those two last goals didn't go on Brian Wilson. He wasn't in the net, and Brian Wilson was in net actually for the game. I wasn't impressed with him. I'll tell you that much. He did make a few nice saves, but I don't know. He's an SPHL goalie. Calvin's definitely gonna be in net for today's game. And Brad Arvinitis, I believe his name is. He was in net for Maine. He played pretty solid, I'll say. I really like his pad setup. It kind of reminds me of a Hartford Whalers vibe. But yeah. So after the first period, things got a little quiet. There's a reason for that. So Nathan Knowles' debut was in last night's game. You probably know where I'm going with this now. But Knowles' first shift onto the ice, Maine actually scored. So he was a +1. Pretty good start to Knowles' start with Maine, and maybe gets a longer contract and can go back to Portland. But after they score, Malini just goes after Knoll and tackles him down to the ice. And I mean, I understand why, but that's just Victor's job to do. And stay tuned because we're gonna talk about Victor as well. But when they split up, them, I'm shocked to his villainy because they're both Newfoundland guys and they probably know each other well. But they were going to the penalty box, both of them, and Noah doing the chicken thing to Melindy. I'm not sure why, but I mean, Noah was into the box. I believe it was like a 5-minute or something. Yeah. So he came back. Once he came back onto the ice, he goes into the corner with O'Brien, cross checks him. O'Brien cross checks him back, and then he high sticks O'Brien. Then he gets a 4-minute penalty for high sticking. This guy cannot stay out of the box. Melindy. Noel goes to the box again. 4 minutes. That's when Isaac Johnson scored, and then it became a 2-minute penalty because they were still on that 4-minute penalty kill for Maine. I believe it was like 3 minutes and 49 seconds or something like that when they scored. So it got cut down to a 2-minute penalty, and the Growls went back on the power play. And then Noel comes back onto the ice. And little does he know, he's going through danger. Hops onto the ice, passes right by Josh Victor, goes behind the net, going for the puck right in front of the linesman, I believe. And Victor, he's chasing after Noel, drops his gloves. Noel doesn't even drop his gloves because he didn't even know he dropped his gloves. And he just pounds Noel down to the ice. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. But that's the pro of it. But the con with it is Victor's probably going to get suspended for that. Went a little too far. But honestly, if I was Victor, I'd probably do the same thing. I mean, you gotta stand up for yourself. If you guys don't know what happened last year, Noel was calling Victor racial slurs, and that got Noel cut off the team. He signed with Maine last like 2 days ago, and Victor's on the Growlers now, and that's what happened in this game. I'll try to put a clip down below into the description, but I hope you guys enjoy the thumbnail because I created that one and I feel like it was a pretty funny thumbnail. But yeah, so does that sum up Noel's ECHL career? I'm not sure because after Noel got tackled and pounded by Victor, you could see that he was like really bleeding, and he didn't even get a penalty. I checked the CHL penalty stat in last night's game. He didn't even get a penalty at the end of the period, so I'm guessing he just got hurt, honestly. But yeah, so will he play again in today's game? We're gonna have to wait and see because I don't know if he's gonna want to be honest with you. But went crazy on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Telling everybody that he's the best player of all time. But I mean, his skill is pretty good, but he's just putting it into waste and being too physical. So we'll see if he can play today. And yeah, so the Growlers, their last game of 2023 is today against the Maine Mariners. The 3 McFlurries being sold in today's game. And so make sure to get a free McFlurry for Buddy the Puffin's Junior's birthday. And yeah, so that's gonna be for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do like this video, you can subscribe if you really liked it. If you want to see more Nathan Noel content, you might as well can. But hope you guys all have a joyeux Noel. And that's gonna be for today's video, guys. And I'll talk to you all again soon.